Well, Sony just finished their latest state of play, and overall, I'd say it was a pretty good show. It had a decent start, a good end, a middle was alright. Some things I'm kind of confused why they spent so long on, but I'm just going to quickly go over everything that they showed and have a talk about my feelings generally towards it. So let's just get right into it. It started off with Lumina's Arise, which will be on PS5 and VR. I'm really not sure what it is. It's coming fall 2025, if I didn't mention, sorry. But I would say quickly, if I don't mention release date, just assume 2026, no further release date. There wasn't really much shown about, just kind of a weird, trippy, musically filled, almost reminded me of Detuned, weird, trippy visual showcase. I don't even know if this. It just reminds me of Detuned. I can't even compare it to anything else. It looks. There's nothing else I can say. Apparently, it's going to be a puzzle game from the same people as Tetris Effect, so we will see. After they showed something I'm very much looking forward to, something I was on my top 10 games I'm looking forward to for this year, I think. I'm not sure if I left it off because it doesn't have a release date, or well, it still doesn't. Pragmata, the newest game from Capcom. You're team up with this spaceman. He has this little AI girl, as far as I can tell. She does hacking powers. You do fighting stuff. All I know is I have been fascinated by this game since I think the second trailer. The first one had me interested. The second one, I was hooked. I cannot wait. There's something about it's just something about the visuals, especially on the kid, that just it hits in a good way that I'm really looking forward to. This was originally supposed to come in 2022, which is scary, but now finally for real, 2026. Cannot wait to see what it is. I hope the 4 years of delay have been good. To get an even better word. After that, Romeo is a Dead Man from Suda51 and Grasshopper Studios, the same people behind games like Lollipop Chainsaw, Shadows of the Damned, that other one. It looks pretty much like what you'd expect from, like, if you look at this trailer and you know anything about these guys' work, you're going to see this trailer and zero shock to you that it's the same group. Mixed between hack and slash and third person shooter with weird enemies, big, creepy, weird things that you fight. Describe ultra violence, hack and slash kind of thing or whatever it was. It looks fun. Who knows? It feels very old school, so again, coming 2026. We saw more gameplay for Silent Hill F. I've never been that interested in this. I mean, it's just kind of been in the background, something I'll see every once in a while, like, looks cool, whatever. This has me a bit more convinced. The gameplay looks fun, the characters look interesting enough, the world, it's a Silent Hill world, they're usually not going to get that wrong. They really like showing the main character getting her ass kicked in the trailer. Everywhere she goes, she's getting killed by something. I look forward to it. I've never finished Silent Hill. I've never played a Silent Hill for more like an hour. Back when I played it, I was a kid, and no. But it's finally coming September 25th. After that, they showed off Blood Rain 2. After that, they showed off Bloodstained, The Scarlet Engagement. A very Castlevania style, Metroidvania style, you know the ones. There's been many of them, you know what you're getting. This one looked cool. I actually thought it was a Castlevania, but I looked for a while, which I'm saying off very little information. I've never played a 2D Castlevania outside the first one. I've never played any of these style. But it has its audience. It's not really me. I might try it out, but you never know. Looks fun. Digimon Story Time Stranger showing off as well again. More of the Digimon heavy story, visual novel kind of turn-based style games that they have been doing, like Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. I adored Cyber Sleuth. Didn't play much of Hacker's Memory. I have to get back into that because this one looks really fun. I don't know if it's a sequel or if it's just like kind of like a Final Fantasy style sequel where it's the same things, but obviously a very different story, different world, all that stuff. But it's coming October 3rd this year. One of the few games that are coming this year. I'm always happy to see more Digimon, especially in the West. Got to remaster some of those. Easily going to be the biggest one for a lot of people. Probably the biggest one in general. Final Fantasy Tactics is finally, after many rumors, it's coming back. It's being remastered. It wasn't as bad as Final Fantasy 9, but God, it's been for 4 years. Hey, it's Final Fantasy Tactics getting remastered, maybe today, but yeah, they're getting like a remastered, updated version with voice acting and all the stuff. And one is just exactly the original, which should be a fucking standard. I'm glad it's becoming more of a thing, but this is coming out the 30th of September. I can't wait to play it again because I've tried it a few times as a kid and growing up. I suck at this game. I've tried a few times, but God, did it kick my ass hard. I don't think I've ever gotten past like the third or fourth level in these games. In what's the PSP one? The Brave Lions, War of the Lions? Probably not even the second level. Definitely going to be picking this up. I know a lot of people are super excited for this. I cannot wait. Now I just need to get Final Fantasy 9 Remake out there, and people can shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. Maybe before every single showcase, we won't say, "Hey, is this game getting remastered this year?" Oh, have they confirmed it? No, they haven't. Shut the fuck up. God, I'm sick of it. Oh, can't wait for it to be happening. Just so people can shut up. More baby steps are showing off. It's a game in the same kind of vein as Get Over It, Chain Together. You know the ones. The super hard, barely, almost barely functioning, weird controlled one. Apparently, this one is super funny. The guy almost puked. I don't know, but we will see. A lot of times these games have this very same sense of humor, and I've kind of been sick of that for about 9 years now. But we'll see. It might be interesting. It looks decent-ish, I guess. Coming out September 8th. Hirogami is a kind of side-scrolling top and mixed between like side-scrolling top-down hack and slashy style game where you're an origami character, so between different animals you can use. No, some are good at flying, some better at platforming, some better at kind of hack and slashy stuff, but looks fun. It's coming September 3rd, and this reminds me of a lot of the older indie games, but in a positive light this time. This gives me the same kind of energy as like Transistor. Was it like the Time Force game back in the day? It's those fun looking ones. Actually look like a good kind of throwback. A new Hot Shots Golf is coming. I've already played one of these. It's back there somewhere. I haven't played it in a long time, I'll admit. I do want to go back to something. I've been really into golf mode lately. I had a lot of fun with these. It was a more kind of arcadey style, simplistic version of golf where I kind of knew what I was doing. Unlike PGA Tour. But yeah, this coming September 5th. I wouldn't mind jumping back into this world. It's been such a long time. I think I haven't played it since years ago. But yeah, looking forward to it. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is coming out, the latest in the actual side-scrolling Ninja Gaiden. I don't know if there's been one of these since the NES. I might be wrong. It's coming July 31st, which is really soon, and I mean this in the best possible way. Especially for people who are fans, probably, maybe, who knows. It just looks like more Ninja Gaiden, but updated. Cairn is coming as another game. I genuinely thought this came out a while back. It's just climbing a mountain, kind of managing your stamina and your climbing ability to just climb a mountain. Apparently you can meet other climbers too. Not sure, and if that's an online feature or if it's just like people in the world. It's like a kind of weird mix kind of thing where it's like almost like Demon Souls or some kind of thing. But yeah, come November 5th. Demo today apparently. I'll keep an eye on it. One of the coolest announcements I did not expect. I'm genuinely cannot wait to get Mortal Kombat Collection. They didn't say exactly how many games are going to be in this, but it looks like it's going to be a lot. It's from the same people as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection, the Atari collection, the Street Fighter one, I think it said. They're going to have like Game Boy games, older games. Hopefully some of the silly ones like the Sub-Zero Anthology, whichever fucking one that is. Game Boy Mortal Kombat, old school Mortal Kombat. Cannot fucking wait. Genuinely one of the best announcements, maybe the best announcement for me in this collection. Coming sometime 2025. Hopefully it'll stick to that. It's just a remaster with some games, so hopefully it can stick to it. Day fucking one. So far, day one games on this is guaranteed have been that and Pragmata. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics, but they're like the top three for the whole event, I think. Apparently, Sony's making their first ever fight stick. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is also coming on the 26th of August. I don't know if why it is exactly. I don't really care that much personally. I like Metal Gear Solid 3 fine. I do think it's kind of the weakest in the mainline game, maybe in general. I know it's probably an unpopular opinion. I just don't like the stealth as much in it. At least they're bringing back the old stuff like the Ape Escape minigame stuff, so gotta give it that. Unlike the remaster collection, that just didn't. Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for it. I not really that. I don't have much of a care for these remakes where it's just a bit of a different control scheme. The graphics are updated to modern day. Like it's a glorified remaster, and that's fine. But I just don't really care that much. Neo 3 was real for early 2026. It's more Neo, more kind of flipping around. It looks like more ninja based. And it just looks like more Neo but bigger and better from what I remember of it. And it looks, I probably won't play it, but this is one of those games that even if I know I won't play it, easily I can see why this could be a fucking beloved thing. But I played Neo 1 back when it was in alpha. I spent like 7 hours up all night playing the fucking demo. And it was like recommend level 2. I was like, cool, what's the next level? Recommend level 26. And I turned it off and never looked back. Also, there's a demo today apparently. So, Go demo. They showed Thief Legacy of Shadow for VR. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still at this phase where I'm not gonna care about VR as long as your entire character is this. A disembodied hand. Come on. Can you really not do better than that? But I wouldn't even mind as much if it was like this much of an arm, but if it's just a disembodied hand, it takes me so harshly out of it. And for something I don't care about much in the first place, VR and Thief, that's a big fucking thing to be taking me out of. I can't even pretend to think it looks good. That's just me. Then show of Tides of Tomorrow, which is apparently like a survival. I think it's online. Maybe not like fully online again, where like, things can interact in ways, but not like technically playing together. There's stuff out in the ocean as piratey stuff. There's weird, what's it, jet ski stuff. I don't know what much to make of this. It doesn't look like it'd be for me, but might keep an eye on it. I'm sure somebody will be interested. I'm sure somebody I know will play it, and I will at least get to see some of it. No release date given. There's 5 more Astrobot levels, which again, is a game I haven't played, but I know I think it's safe to say, a big beloved game. But yeah, 5 more challenge levels coming. Sea of Remnants also coming 2026. Speaking of pirates, this looks like a more pirate stuff. Sail around with friends, fight krakens, actual krakens. Cough, cough. Other game, I can't remember which one. If you like pirates, I'm sure this is for you. But my very brief pirate gaming interest, it died somewhere between the start of Sea of Thieves being announced and not Sea of Thieves, Skull and Bones being released and coming out. It didn't take long, but yeah, if you like pirates more than me, cool. Sword, Sword of the Sea was shown off, and I don't think you even need a second to look at this to realize, yeah, same people as Journey. Nobody who's played Journey or Abs was going to look at this and be like, what? It's the same people? It's just, I can't even think of a better way to explain these games, and it's just you experience the world. Except in this one, you're floating around on a sword. Comes out August 19th. I know these games have their very, very, very beloved audience, so here's more. Also, I noticed how they never include, from the creators of Flower and Flow on these lists. So it's fucking Journey. FBC Firebreak's out too. It looks like a kind of a multiplayer first person shooter thing. You shoot zombies or something. I don't know. I didn't see much, but it was kind of thrown into the PlayStation Plus what's it called, collection thing. And speaking of that, there's one off a few pretty cool things being added to the Classics collection. First off, Deus Ex The Conspiracy on the PS2 back in the day. I think it's the first Deus Ex game, so that's going to be cool to see. Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals are coming out too, so I played them relatively recently. Oh, but still, it's nice to see them coming back. Twisted Metal 3 and 4. I played one of Twisted Metals. It was on PlayStation Plus years ago. Can't remember which one. Didn't do much for me, but who knows? Maybe one of the more like sequely updated ones will be better for me. Mist and Raven, which is a sequel to Mist, is coming out too, and I'm pretty sure they're like the point and click games from back in like the early PC days. I'm always in. I look for. I've heard of them a few times. Never played it, so looks interesting. 007 First Light's been shown off too. It's like mostly cinematic trailer, but like brief flickers of gameplay. But at the end, it said gameplay reveal in the summer, so I'll take this with a massive grain of salt. 'Cause even when it did show gameplay outside of the third person shooter, so I'm sure that's relatively accurate. Did have like a few sections like driving or what looked like could be open boating sections, make it a little more open, but I'm holding optimistic caution. Sorry, other way around. Cautious optimism until we see actual full on gameplay. I don't really trust trailers that just go gameplay flash and they're like cool, that looks good. I'll wait till we see more. But I definitely have my eye on it. It has an old PS3 kind of feel to it, and I mean that in the best way. Oh, coming 2026. More of Ghost of Yote was shown off. I've been pretty open about how I just can't bring myself to give a shit. None of the Sony exclusive sequel games in the past like 6 years, since it was either The Last of Us 2 or the one that came out right before that, but between The Last of Us 2, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, there might have been a different one too, Spider-Man 2. I just can't bring myself to give even the slightest shit about this. I know they're all critically acclaimed beloved games, but for me, they've been disappointing since around then, so we'll see. I might be looking too much into it, but almost get like it was like they're giving some indication you might be able to play as the wolf or the dog, whichever one it was. That'd be cool. And to finish things off for roughly 10 minutes, which is this another like Monster Hunter Wild situation where like, why is this getting so much attention? This is their closer? And it's like the biggest fucking game in the world. Yeah, a new game from Arc Studios. I actually have to look at the name here. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. What an odd name. For I will say, the name. What is that? It looks like something might happen if I wrote down Spider-Man fighting games on a web browser. I'm sorry, that I don't. Maybe I'm crazy here. I think that's a terrible name. Even Fighting Souls. It just brings back to the American Dad versus Family Guy fucking fighting games on Newgrounds back in the day. Maybe I'm the lunatic here. Maybe it doesn't matter. I think it's an awful fucking name. Yeah, it's just a fighting game. It's like a fighting game Marvel game. It's like Marvel vs. Capcom, but out to Capcom. I don't know why this got 10 minutes. We're getting like behind the scenes into the story of how it came out. Why is this the special thing that gets a fucking 10 minute story? Like no hate. It looks fine. It's fun. I don't play fighting as much, but it looks cool. Oh, why did this get like 10 or so minutes? And as a closer, I think it would have been cooler if something else like Pragmata got the closer. Even if I don't care much, like something like the Ghost of Yota seemed like it would make more sense. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Their big new edition is gonna have like 4-on-4 battles. So, but yeah, but 10 minutes? They're like having behind the scenes. Here's how we designed Iron Man for this game. What a bizarre thing. But yeah, that's everything that was shown off. Like I said, overall, I think a decent show. Start was pretty good. Had a good few back-to-back bangers. The ending was really cool. Middle, I said maybe like 30 minutes maybe. Not too great. But any time for the indie stuff too. And not even just indie stuff, but stuff I wouldn't have as much interest in. As I've been saying a lot lately, I realise I can fully acknowledge not everything has to be for me. That's absolutely okay. But yeah, overall, I think I give the show, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. For me, the absolute highlights were Final Fantasy Tactics, Pragmata. The James Bond game has a compulsion. Looking back through, Silent Hill F had definitely an interest to it. I could see myself possibly been really into it. Always happy to see more Digimon, of course. But other than that, I'm struggling to think of anything outside those few that really got me excited. But I'm really looking forward to Pragma. It's been one of my top most anticipated games since like 2021. Ever since they released that adorable fucking trailer. It was like, oh, where the little girl is holding up the sign saying, sorry, 2023. It's like, yep, can't even be mad. You fucking got me. But yeah, as always, let me know what you thought of all this. Let me know what you scored out of 10. What were the best things shown off? What were you most surprised? Whatever. Were you disappointed? Happy about it? Whatever. Mostly just whatever you saw from here that you thought was the most cool looking, that you were really excited for. 2026 is really the year coming forward, isn't it? There's a few small things in 2025, so. Oh, Mortal Kombat Collection. That's probably the number one here. I can't wait to go back to some of the old ones. I tried playing that like a year ago here, and oh my god. Mortal Kombat 1 kicked my ass. But yeah, thank you for watching and see you for the next one. Whenever. Oh, Summer's Games Fest, like 2 days. I can't wait. 3 hours of probably 4 announcements I care about. It's gonna be fun. See you then.